Working Class Beer Reviews is looking at Terrapin Beer Company, Athens, Georgia, Hopsecutioner IPA. Sorry guys, it's sundown and it's a little dark. Hopefully this takes. Let's see what happens. Before I get into it, I'm gonna pour this. Got a tulip glass. It's a nice warm evening. Good time for an IPA, I would think. So I'm looking at the website here for the Terrapin website, and it says Hopsecutioner IPA, our flagship beer. It's our flagship beer. So this is like their most popular beer. Light copper in color, aromas of fresh pine and citrus, a strong malt backbone provides balance to an aggressive hop bitterness. You'll lose your hop head over this one. Hop profile: Warrior, Chinook, Centennial, Simcoe, Amarillo, Cascade. Dry hop only. So yeah, they got quite a profile there of hops. 7.3% ABV and 71 IBUs, so that's pretty good. Original gravity 16. Like I said, I really don't understand gravity. I'll put that up there. Oh, let me pour a little more in here. Yeah, the lamp's not working on my umbrella. I think it got left on, or else I think it would help a little bit. So there's a little bit of light that I can see. Yeah, it is like a medium copper. It's hazy, got some sediment in the bottom. I can still see that with what sunlight's left. So yeah, I'm gonna make this one fairly quick before the sun goes down. It doesn't say anything about the malts, unfortunately. Yeah, Athens, Georgia. This is one of the last ones I have from my friend Jordan when he let me raid his beer fridge. So I wanted to get these kind of over with because I don't want these things to age too much. If you watched the one with the KBS, it was 5 years old. But in the case of that one, that's not necessarily a bad thing. All right, so we've got 9/6 of 22. So yeah, this is definitely past this date. But 7.3, 71 IBUs. I don't think it's definitely not gonna let it spoil. It may not have retained its hoppiness per se, but man, it still presents well. It's still got carbonation, still develops a good head. So let's get a nose on this. You still get the hops. It's yeah, piney. I'm not getting the citrus so much. Well, maybe a little bit like orange. Not grapefruit, but like orange peel is what I'm getting. So pininess and orange. Maybe like a mandarin orange. You know, when you peel a cutie and you smell your fingers and just from peeling the skin. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. So 7.3 is definitely, that's in your double, or yeah, probably in your double IPA range, in the lower end of double IPA. So let's take a sip. Sweet maltiness. Obviously with the age, you're not going to get the bitterness. You get a little bit of bitterness on the back end of the sip. So you can definitely, I'm sure when this thing was fresh, it was definitely a hop bomb. You know, it was probably just like it says for hop heads. It comes in 6-packs, 12-packs, case of 4 6-packs, and case of 2 12-packs. Okay, so you can get like a flat of 2 12-packs or 4 6-packs. Doesn't say. I'm guessing if you're in Athens, Georgia, you can get this on draft. Oh yeah, it does have the hops on the top. Simcoe, Amarillo, Cascade, Centennial, and Warrior. Chinook. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different hops. Yeah, that's quite the variety there. So I bet when you get these fresh, this is probably pretty complex when it comes to the hoppiness. But maybe they all marry together. I don't know. But it definitely helped this to age really well. In a can, it's easy, especially if you keep it cold. Keep it away, keep it away from heat, because you don't have to worry about light penetrating the aluminum can. But heat will get to it. Yeah. Oh, six varieties of hops in a beer to lose your hop head over. We at Terrapin think so. To prove it, we've made our Hopsecutioner IPA the choicest hops we could find. We hope you enjoy this. Killer IPA. So, I do not see this in my area. Joplin is on I-44, so therefore distribution, it's a larger town than it's well over double of the town that I live in, along with its suburbs. It's kind of the halfway point between Springfield and Tulsa, so all along the same interstate. Yeah, you do get some of that bitterness as you sip. It's more on the back end than it is up front, like I said. So I bet up front before it was like just like punch in the face. It's probably pretty, really strong and flavorful. But as time has gone on, as it's settled and it's it's mellowed and it's aged, that part's kind of faded, not in a bad way, but it's done its job and it's preserved everything. But you still get some bitterness, definitely some bitterness. But it becomes, because it's 7.3, there's obviously a good amount of malts in this. I'm guessing this thing's pretty high in the calories and the carbs. It's not a diet beer. Definitely one of your kind of genuine craft beers that are just really, this would be like a meal in a glass right here. But it goes down surprisingly smooth. How does this go? Definitely very similar to like the Voodoo Ranger. So at 7.3, this would be like the regular Voodoo Ranger. It's at 7.7%. Yeah, 7.0. The New Belgium Voodoo Ranger IPA. This is not like an Imperial, so this isn't getting to the. Yeah, you know what? So I take that back. I said this is on the lower end of double. If a single is in 6 to 7%, I mean, it's on the high end of a single IPA, or just regular IPA. But a double, when you get into the mid 7s, you're encroaching on the double IPA range. So, yeah, it depends on, I guess, depends on where you look at it from. Is it good? Yeah, it's very good. And with its age, with it being over 2 years, 2 years past its date, still good carbonation. It keeps really well. So I have to give it a high watermark for that. Anytime you get a beer that got age on it and it still tastes great and still has its good overwhelming qualities. Not overwhelming, overall qualities. It's not overwhelming. For someone that likes a strong beer but doesn't necessarily like the overly hoppy flavors, this actually might be right up your alley because of the mellowed hoppiness due to its cellaring. You might try that sometime. If you're not a big IPA person but you're a strong ale person, why don't you buy a strong IPA, cellar it for a couple years or more, then try it and see if you don't like it a little better. Because then you kind of go along with the story, as I've explained many times, of what the purpose of IPAs were originally. So, yeah, I hate to feel like I'm rushing this video, but I'm running out of daylight. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up. I'm probably going to look over this before I post it, just to make sure, because although I guess I could just go down to Joplin and pick up another one of these. It's like 3 hours away. But, yeah, great quality. I know very little about this company, but I've heard of it, and I've heard other people talk very highly of it. So if any of you guys have had experience with Terrapin, especially with the Hopsecutioner IPA, but any of the Terrapin products, I feel like I've heard that name before. So if any of you guys have any insight on that, on the brand overall, please put in the comments. Just let me know. Give me your take on it, your explanation, what you've had, what your experience is with it. I love communicating with anybody that watches these videos. You know, I love having conversations with people. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this, and I appreciate your time, and I will see you guys later.